Eli. I'd heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right.
Boss.
Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing. The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission.
Used to this place?
I guess so. Yeah.
It's good. It is pretty unique, after all.
Yeah. I was confused by a lot of things at first, but I feel welcome here.
Well, that's what counts, right? Nobody here treats you differently based on your color or country. In that respect, it's very open-minded.
Yeah. I don't know what the future holds, but for now, I plan on staying.
Glad to hear it. Looking forward to working with you.
Same here.
Caution, rain approaching.
Boss!
Boss, those animals owe you their lives. Thank you.
Unit function added. Please specify a project. Weather will clear shortly. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission. Please the landing zone confirmed.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Please select a mission.
Gaining altitude. Boss, about Eli. I'd heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing. The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt. reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There he is, the commander. Extract him. Another group of child soldiers? No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Please select a landing zone. The support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Support helicopter has arrived. extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Engage or use your tranquilizer pistol or CQC to put him down gently.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been...
Rangi ya general ya bakala lungu mosi kata ya bankata na mono yalaka mono mambo general bantu ya buta ya mbele ya kisaka mosi beto nyonso ya bantu akampi vina ya ikentango ya kubutuka dia ni mape.
Please select the support helicopter requested.
Ya kubutuka dia ni mape. Venga, kilo utamasa. Lambi, lambi.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone. Gaining altitude.
extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Great work. About how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look
list
closely.
updated.
Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. And it'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
Caution, rain approaching.
A new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shivani and the others to Nzoya Badia Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
Boss, there's a target on the run somewhere on the Savannah. Your job is to find and eliminate him. He's a logistics officer for the PF known as Rogue Coyote. On the side, however, he colluded with the Buta regime, abducting people from Mbeli villages and supplying them as slave labor. That's right. He's a human trafficker. His victims ended up all over the place. Brothels, black market, organ trade, diamond mines. And he was the one who sent Shibani and the other kids to the Devil's House. But then an Mbeli rebel group finally added him to their hit list. The target decided it was time to quit, and now he's trying to leave the country. If he makes it back to his country, he'll be no more than a civilian, and he'll avoid facing a court-martial. Like so many other war biz junkies. I'll bet he plans on enjoying a new live finance with his blood money. The client's order is to take him out. How you go about that is up to you, boss.
Mission accepted. Deploying.
Boss, the target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the Savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Nitati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find the route, find the man.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You made it to the Ditati abandoned village. That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere. It could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
Analysis. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Clouds approaching. Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Nice. Too hot.
Help me!
Extraction failed.
CP, dit is routine. Pas op verdachte ballon gezien. Dat is moeilijke inbreker. Moet ik onderzoek. Goed.
CP, begrijp. Ons is onder een aanval. Alle eenheden op gereedheid. Uit. prisoner you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help?
De CFDF begrijpt. Besticht die omgever. Uit.
Analysis complete.
Alles gespannen, de CFDF. Ons is in volle contact met vijandige maag. Alle eenheden bereid voor aanval.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Coming too. Roger that.
Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Destination. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You gonna extract him?
Analysis. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
What the? Let's have on!
He's coming too. Roger that. Boss, the target's getting away.
He is scared. Is he okay?
Extracted turned out to be the target.
Mission info.
Your objective's complete. We'll let the client know he's been dealt with. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, boss. Our trafficker was very talkative. Guinea pigs. That's what became of his kidnapped victims. Says he got a good look at that factory at Zoya Badiabulu when he dropped off some fresh guinea pigs for them, along with our man without a face. His instincts told him to run like the rat he is. Said it wasn't worth the money. Figured he could be next. That's when he went to the NGO for help. He thought that in exchange for his buyer's list, they could set him up with a new identity someplace far away. He had an idea who he was up against, and he didn't want to take any chances. A true rat. But like us dogs, he knew when he smelled trouble. And something else. He said the specimens come from deep in the forest. We don't know what he meant by specimens just yet, but those guinea pig symptoms match what we've seen on the infected at Mother Base. Deep in the forest. Maybe there's the clue we need to beat this infection. Boss, the truth could be right around the corner.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Please select a mission. Please have supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
someone else has turned symptomatic. The
Extraction.
staff member's been moved to quarantine, but at this rate we're going to lose everybody. Find out what's causing this and quarantine the
Detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Onbekende vijandelijke vechterenser bezig om contact te bewerkstelligen. Fire!
Development project analysis complete. Enemy presence detect analysis. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Hey! You okay?
Caution. Rain approaching. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
subject on board. Leave the rest to us. That's the target.
Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should...
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. The map has been updated.
of the intel unit has gotten a lead on the epidemic that's crippling Mother Base. The problem is, our man has been captured by the PF in his operation area. He's being held at the guard post on the western end of the mine. Boss, we need you to get him out ASAP. Right now, he's our only link to the root cause of the epidemic.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Plant extraction arrived at Mother Base. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has
Check
been
the VI on your iDroid. That's where the target is being held.
Analysis complete. Enemy analysis complete. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Even building. It's nuts.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
got an emergency report from the intel team.
Complete.
A vehicle has fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the wheel appears to be the target.
Enemy presence.
He escaped on his own.
Map has been
The target
updated.
is no longer at the designated position. Find that vehicle fast.
The map has been updated. Weather will clear.
Boss, did you see that explosion?
Updated.
There's smoke. The target's crashed his vehicle. That'll bring the enemy down on him in no time. The target's in danger. Get to the scene of the crash.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Staff member has died.
Keer terug naar jullie posten!
Boss, the target's dead. Mission failed.
The target is being held captive in the guard post on the western end of the mine. Check the VI to see what... Check the VI on your iDroid. That's where the target is being held.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Extract him. Boss got an emergency report from the intel team. A vehicle has fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the wheel appears to be the target. He escaped on his own. The target is no longer at the designated position. Find that vehicle fast.
The map has been updated.
Boss, did you see that explosion? There's smoke. The target's crashed his vehicle. That'll bring the enemy down on him in no time. The target's in danger. Get to the scene of the crash. Where's the target? Has to be around there somewhere.
staff member has died.
Ihr tragt mal ihre Posten!
The target's dead. Mission failed.
The target is being held captive in the guard post on the western end of the mine. Check the VI to see where the target is. Check the VI on your iDroid. That's where the target is being held.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that. Boss got an emergency report from the intel team. A vehicle has fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the wheel appears to be the target. Did he escape on his own? The target is no longer at the designated position. There's smoke.
The target's dead. Mission failed.
The target is being held captive in the guard post on the western end of the mine. Check the VI to see where the target is. Check the VI on your iDroid. That's where the target is being held.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
the guard post on the western end of the mine. Check the VI to see where the target is. Check the VI on your iDroid. That's where the target is being held.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Got an emergency report from the intel team. A vehicle has fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the wheel appears to be the target. Did he escape on his own? The target is no longer at the designated position. Find that vehicle fast.
Map has been updated.
Boss, did you see that explosion? There's smoke. The target's crashed his vehicle. That'll bring the enemy down on him in no time. The target's in danger. Get to the scene of the crash.
You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Where's the target? Has to be around there somewhere.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's the target. He's still breathing, but he's in no shape for a full extraction. Can you carry him?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I'll send the chopper. Get the target to the RV. He's coming too. Roger that.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Cover fire. In hot. Rocket salvo! P1 is in hot! Find cover! This is P-Quad, aborting attack run and heading for nearby LZ. Don't keep me waiting. Get on board as soon as I touch down. This is P-Quad, on station at LZ. That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. Departing! Mission complete. And the target's safe. Time to figure out what the hell is behind this epidemic.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? Boss, the intel team member you extracted was DOA. He kept insisting we listen, right up until his last breath, about the pathogen, and the old man who knows how to treat it. Code Talker. He even told us where he is. Boss, let's make sure his death was the last. It's high time we met this Code Talker.
Mission
Boss,
list updated.
you need to make contact with Code Talker, the old man who knows what the pathogen is. We have to stop this disease that's spreading across Mother Base. Select the mission on your iDroid.
Please select a mission.